Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a life update video. I did mention on my Instagram that I was going to do one, but I just haven't gotten to it. Usually I do my life updates on my ASMR channel, and I'll probably do one there too, but I thought I would do one on here as well. And today I am working Uber Eats. So we'll just do this little life update in the car while we work Uber Eats. And also I am stuffing a cinnamon it's supposed to be a cinnamon roll, but it looks like a little pie or something. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on that. Whoa, look at that. Okay, so this is delicious. I've never had it before. I'm here at Oslo Coffee. I don't know how to pronounce it, in Ladera Ranch. This is where I usually work Uber Eats. And yeah, I just tried some of it and it's delicious, and their coffee here is really good too. This is the cute little coffee that they have here. It's a flat white. I got it with oat milk. I do believe it is a double shot. Anyways, let's get into this life update. So I don't really have a outline for this video. I just sort of am winging it, which, you know, it's fine. It's what I do sometimes. So the life update is that I have to move again. So as y'all know, the cost of living has been getting outrageous, and I feel like people's income has not matched the cost of living. So, you know, same goes for me, and actually several different people that I know that are pretty much going through the same thing that I'm going through right now. I think, you know, a lot of the world, not everyone, some people are fine in their home and their finances, and some people sort of need to move and make some changes, and I am one of them. So yeah, I will be making some changes because of the cost of living, and because when I moved into my luxury apartment, it was, I think it had gone up to about $2,800 or $2,900 after utilities. But when I first looked at the model, it was $2,300. So very huge gap in, you know, me looking at the place and then deciding to move. And then all of a sudden rents started to raise everywhere. And that was due to the pandemic and people losing money. And then, so everything just sort of hiked up. It was a huge hike. I would say about like $500, $600, and it keeps going up. So the first year they didn't raise my rent. The second year they raised it. And then again, this third year, I've been there 3 years, so they raised it again. So I will not be renewing for a fourth year because it has now gone up to $3,200. So $3,200 is a lot. And I always forget to not wear these earrings when I wear a braid because I keep getting tangled in my braid. But anyways, so $3,200 is a lot of money to pay for one person. And, you know, if I had an extraordinary income, that would be fine, I guess. But, you know, I just have a regular income. So, and I can do a breakdown budget video if you guys like finances and things like that and numbers. But yeah, so I have decided to move. I could stay for another year, but sort of live paycheck to paycheck. I really don't like that struggle, so I am not going to stay there. So it was a hard decision to make because I live in Orange County, California, and I love Orange County. So I would have preferred to stay there, but I have made some decisions that will work better for me. Also, living in an apartment isn't, you know, my favorite thing anymore. I don't know, there's just so many issues, and then, you know, that's a whole separate video too. And then it's just more, you know, comfortable living in a different sort of place where you don't have to deal with apartment problems, which I'm sure everybody deals with them on a daily basis. But everyone pretty much complains to me about the same thing. So, you know, it's a constant issue. So anyways, I have an amazing job at a hotel. I'm a bartender at a hotel. So I have amazing benefits. And because of that, I've chosen to go on call at my job. and I have a great relationship with them, and I have a great crew, and so it has seemed to work out, and I'm super excited that it has worked out that way. I was going to quit at first, and then I just sort of had an epiphany, and I decided not to quit. So that, I think, will be the best decision for me. Because of my benefits, I can travel and vlog and make new videos for you guys. And, you know, I hope everybody loves my vlogs. I hope everybody loves coming along with me. I love making videos. So that's why I thought this would be the best decision for me. I will be back in Orange County vlogging Disney, because of my benefits, I can pretty much stay anywhere. My work and hotel benefits. So I can pretty much stay anywhere, and I can travel, and it will be great for my channel. So that is the life update. Health issue life update. My body pains are getting a little bit better. But I go to the chiropractor once or twice a week, and I go to the joint. It's called The Joint. You pay monthly, $89 a month, and you can go 4 times a month, and you can go more than that. You just pay $10 more, and The Joint is everywhere. So you can go to any joint that you want to go to. I have a particular chiropractor at my location that I choose to go to. So when I go there, I ask for that particular person, and I go on the days that they're available. So you can also do that. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the life update for now. And let's continue to work Uber Eats. So just to clarify, I work as a bartender in a hotel, and I'm a YouTube vlogger, and I work Uber Eats. So if there's something else that I do, I can't remember right now, but yeah, I make candles, I do tarot, I have an ASMR channel. So I do a lot of different things that make me happy. So I love working Uber Eats. I love driving around, and I love being outdoors. So that's kind of the main one right now. My goal today is to make $100 on Uber Eats, but I am starting at 4:30 p.m. So that is not completely likely if I don't want to stay out all night. But yeah, you know, you got to start with a good goal. All right, my first ping was a very good one. It was a double order, and that's what you want when you turn that Uber Eats app on, you know? You want good money, double order, let's go, jump right into it. So that is what happened, and one was for $8 and the other one was for $11. Plus you get Prop 22, so you're gonna get paid $20 an hour. If you don't know what Prop 22 is, you can Google it, because I'm not like a Prop 22 connoisseur, but it's just, we got extra money. We get paid $20 an hour. That does not include your tip. So you get the difference between the money for the trip and $20 an hour. I know it's kind of confusing, but you could research it. That is what I did when I didn't know what it was. So yeah, it doesn't include the tip. The tip is all yours. And of course, you know, you get taxed on it later in life. But that's how it works. So first order was very good. It was actually 2 different Mexican restaurants in the area that I'm very familiar with. And one of them I had an interview at, but I didn't make it because it's a little bit further than where I wanted to go. So anyways, yeah, that was my first run. So pretty good so far. Okay, so I usually hang out in this parking lot that has a CPK and a Rubio's, Chipotle, Panera, a pizza place. So that parking lot usually goes off, and it did. CPK went off for a barbecue chicken salad, and they have this really cool drink there. I'm gonna have to look it up, but that is what this person ordered. It was like a really refreshing drink. It had like a lime in it. It's kind of pink, and then I think it has some sort of soda water in it, probably like a flavored soda water. But that is actually what I order from there anyways when I'm ordering dinner. So that was a good choice for them. But I will probably get that later on for dinner, because I just brought snacks, but I didn't bring like dinner for myself. So I usually will order either Jersey Mike's or a salad from CPK with that drink, or a poke bowl or whatever's around that's good in the area. So that was a good choice. I actually, the directions have been so horrible today, but I go in between the Uber Eats directions and the Google Map directions. And it's just like directions are so crazy, but sometimes you're going like round and round in circles. This one was difficult to find, but luckily I found it. And it's just a regular suburban house in a regular neighborhood, but it's just like the directions will take you, I don't know, into outer space. But I did find the house, and some of these people are doing meet at door, which means you have to walk up and like ring the doorbell and meet them. Probably because this one for sure, because it's difficult find. But yeah, probably because their food's been delivered to the wrong place before. But anyways, I did ring the doorbell. It took a while for them to open the door. It might be some sort of like medical living home situation, because the lady answered the door in scrubs, and I don't think she knew who I was, and she said, "Come in." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'd rather not." No. But yeah, do not come in if someone says come in. She obviously, you know, didn't do it on purpose, but do not go into their house. I just said, "Oh, I'm Uber Eats," and so she asked me who it was for, and I gave it to her. So that was kind of funny, but yeah, let's keep going. All right, so for that double order that I delivered for my first order, it said the total that I will receive is $19, but it's already gone above that. So it takes an hour for people, for the tip to settle in. So they have an hour to put more towards the tip or change it or whatever, or add. I've already made more. It just popped up, and I've already made more than $19. It went up to $23. And so I don't know if one of the people might have tipped a little extra. The fare was really low. It said the fare was $6. So their tip had to be pretty good for it to get up to what it is now. And yeah, a lot of the times they will tip more if you know, you give them great service. So I always try to do that. I always try to look well put together, smell good, you know, get my car washed, you know, little things like that, because it's important. You know, I've seen people deliver, and it's like, no offense to anyone, but some of these people come out here dressed like hobos, and no offense to hobos either, but it's like, you really need to, you know, get it together if you want to be good at any job. So, you know, those are my tips and tricks if anybody's trying to do this job or any job, but that's what I do. And yeah, I usually get, they usually add to my tip, and it usually will tell you on the app, like, this person tipped you more, like, great job, da da da, whatever. So anyways, it's already gone above what it said it was going to go above. And, you know, it could keep going if the second person continues to tip, because I don't know if that's registered yet. Anyways, the app is pretty good. You seem to like constantly be making more and more money. So I like it. I'm enjoying it. And I'm going to go back out there for a little bit. This area is super beautiful and peaceful. The only issue as a driver is that one of the areas, one of the sections has like a million turnabouts. So you're just going like back to back to back. I tried to film it, so if it comes out, we'll see. It was like 1, 2, 3, like back to back turnabouts. And so kind of, you know, makes you a little dizzy, because I feel like we don't need that many, you know? 1 is enough, but 3 back to back, like, and then there's more if you keep going. So that's just a little crazy in this area. So I've been out here for about 2.5 hours, and yeah, because I started at like 4:30 and it's now 7 o'clock. 6:30. Yeah, 2.5 hours, and I've made, I think, about $60 plus Prop 22. So if you're ever interested in knowing how much, you know, you're gonna make out here, it depends what area you're in, but that is what I just made. All right, also to piggyback off of what I just said, I have made only 5 runs so far. So 2 of them were double runs, and then one of them was just 1 run. And so the amount that I made was off of me working 5 runs total, meaning 5 items, food items, and 5 deliveries total. I have to use the restroom now. I need to take a little break. So my restroom of choice today is Home Goods. And then I've been snacking, so I'm not like totally starving, but I might grab dinner somewhere and take it to go. And I might continue, or I might call it a night and come back tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little break, and then we'll see how I feel after that. All right, y'all, I just realized that I need groceries, and I'm next to a Trader Joe's. So I am going to get groceries, and I'm going to go home, and I will come back again tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna get my dinner from Trader Joe's as well. I need some breakfast items, like some eggs and some bacon. And I'll get, I really like their tzatziki, their yogurt cucumber dip, some crackers, maybe some chips and salsa, and then I like their butter chicken too. So I might just eat that for dinner and then head on home. It's getting a little dark here. Usually I would stay till about like 10 o'clock, but yeah, I just realized I need groceries. They're gonna close at 9, so I'll come back tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. I had a great time. I always have fun working Uber Eats. It's always an adventure. But I realized that I didn't mention where I was moving to in this life update. And I am actually just moving with family at the moment. And that's going to take a big financial burden off of me because, like I said, my rent was $3,000. It is now going up to $3,200. I didn't mention what the difference was this year when they handed me the lease. It was a $109 increase to get to that. So, yeah, it's 3,000, but it turns into like 3,100 when you add the utilities at the end of the month. And that's not my own utilities. That's their utilities for the building. So anyways, so I could make a budgeting video, but just to quickly mention here, my bills were at like $4,500 a month, including car, life insurance, rent, everything like that. That's not including gas, food, and entertainment, if you have time for entertainment after that, but you know, which you really don't. But now my bills will be at around $1,200. So it's going to be very big difference. But yeah, of course you don't have your own space, you know, that huge 1-bedroom luxury apartment. But I don't need it as much because I will be traveling and vlogging and using my benefits, like I said, to see new places, new cities, learn new restaurants, and see some new beautiful hotels. So really excited about that, but I just realized I hadn't mentioned that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for commenting all the time, subscribing, and sending all your lovely comments. You guys are all so amazing and sweet. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.